For the first time since 2020, U.S. college freshman enrollment is on the decline, more than 5% from last year.
Why do you think we're seeing this dramatic shift in first-year student enrollment?
Well, I think there are a number of reasons. The financial aid situation or the affirmative action situation, but also a lot of students who I think are actively making a different choice about their futures.
The majority of kids that go to college when they graduate have a lower view of America than when they entered. Do you think that's a troubling thing? Why is it that employers are more and more not wanting to hire college graduates and they actually want to hire people that didn't go to college?
Of these numbers are found on average. You will never find data that supports the idea that high school earners on average are out-earning college degree earners, or that 90% of people are going to school for basket weaving.
Do not listen
Why
to
would
him.
you go to trade school?
Learn a real craft.
A degree is more expensive every year, yet more of them exist every year because there's more graduees. Double inflation. Scarcity equals value. Degrees are not scarce. They mean nothing. And every year, loser peons celebrate graduation. 99.9% remain broke forever. And the ones who make money didn't make it from the degree.
So you're in your senior year of high school. You have no idea what you want to do with your future. And at this extremely mature age of 18, where you know so much about the world, you have to make a decision that will chart the course of your life. Success or failure, life or death. What should you do? Well, I'll tell you what you shouldn't do. You should not base your decision on some random clip of some seemingly knowledgeable business guru who said college is a scam so he could sell you his get-rich-quick course at a reasonable rate of $1,000 a month. What you should do is sit down and ask yourself these 3 questions. The first question: what are your goals after high school? In other words, where do you want to see yourself in the next 5, 10, or even 15 years? The second question you should ask yourself is, how does college fit in or not fit in with those goals? And the last question, arguably the most important: can you convince your parents of whatever decision you make, whether that's going to college or not going to college? At the end of the day, they hold the keys, and it's likely a bad idea to make a decision that they wouldn't support. It's important to note that this is a nuanced conversation. This is not a simple yes or no, and your circumstances will dictate your answers to each of the questions. Perhaps your mind is set. You want to be a doctor or, say, a lawyer. There's no question that these careers involve a strenuous, long education. You'll likely have to take loans to fund your postgraduate studies as well. Do you want to go to an out-of-state school or an in-state school? If you're seeking to go to an out-of-state school, your tuition will be significantly more expensive. All I'm trying to say is that this is a complex conversation. College is not inherently bad, nor inherently good. In the same way, not going to college is not inherently bad either. We need to change the way we have this conversation. Culture strongly influences whether or not people will go to college. 55.5% of white or Caucasian students enroll at 4-year institutions, whereas 78.77% of Asian or Asian American students attend 4-year institutions. Hispanics and Latinos fall between the two extremes, as 66.1% enroll in 4-year colleges. Lastly, 71.88% of Black or African American students attend 4-year institutions. Let's take a look at some more data. Over the last 2 decades, U.S. News reports that tuition and fees at private national universities has increased by about 126%. Out-of-state tuition and fees at public national universities, on the other hand, have risen by about 112%. In-state tuition and fees at public national universities soared by about 133%. Those are some gigantic increases. How about student loan debt? Well, across all types of loans, the amount of student loan debt has increased annually without fail. Here's some food for thought. The average federal student loan debt among Black and African American borrowers upon graduation with a bachelor's degree is $33,960 and is the highest among all racial groups. The average white student borrower upon graduation with a bachelor's owes $30,720. Asian college graduates are the fastest to repay their student loan debt. 64% of student loan debt belongs to women. Go women! Black women have the highest average amount of debt. By the way, there are more women in universities than there are men. Those lawyers and doctors I mentioned earlier, well, the average law school debt is approximately $140,000. and the average medical school debt is approximately $200,000. It doesn't seem like those numbers are going down anytime soon, and that's to be expected. So again, I will ask you those 3 questions. What are my goals after high school? Where do I want to be in the next 5, 10, or even 15 years? The second question, how does college fit in or not fit in with those goals? And the last question, and arguably the most important, can you convince your parents of whatever decision you make? I wish you all the best of luck. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like or subscribe. And if you want me to produce more content like this, let me know in the comments. Thank you.